Great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Florida Gators and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mountaineers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside, it's Turner. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick give, it's Turner. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Turner. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And
The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
The run inside, it's Turner. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Turning it on! Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They punt it away on 4th down. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
2nd down to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out wide right, it's Turner. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gators!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. He'll be stopped after picking up 5. And boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Jacobs. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. One final play before the end of the quarter. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for the edge. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get started. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. He'll pull it down and run. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. Just plowing ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's Francis. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially, and they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Knocked down immediately.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, going to throw it. Fires immediately. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The snap sets up to throw. Turns it upfield. Down he goes.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch, it's Turner. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's not afraid to go deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. pulls it. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll keep it on second down. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's third down here late in the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Harris. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 14 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They go play action with Hawkins. A full dive to haul that one in. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Might as well run him again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Really good job by the defense there, understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll run the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to get the corner. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick six. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive. And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. From the red zone, it's Gibson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Stepping to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Jacobs. Right side, it's Crockett. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Francis. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. And the Mountaineers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's a give to Joyner. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Gators. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Harris. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Unloads it left and wings it incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Keeps it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Hits inside, it's Harris. There he goes! 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Dumps it to the back. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Wide receiver going in motion. Miles is way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Stopped right there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Back's got it on the screen. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He'll pitch it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
But this punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. He's got enough. Finds some room. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Can't hang on, he muffs it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.